following program contains the opinions of its host and guests, not those of this network. The opinions expressed are for non-commercial informational purposes only. Listeners are cautioned not to rely on program content to treat or prevent disease, but are advised to consult with a licensed healthcare professional where they live for diagnosis and treatment of disease.
And now, the superstar of alternative health and purveyor of medical truth, Dr. Joel Wallach.
Hello and welcome to Dead Doctors Don't Lie. Dr. Joel Wallach, your host, a veterinarian and physician. And I'm here for kids and baby boomer seniors who don't want to die at 75.5 like their parents and grandparents. I'm here for kids and baby boomers and seniors who don't want to be sick and miserable for the last 15 to 20 years of their life like their parents and grandparents. We do have lines open. Give us a call toll-free, 1-888-379-2552. Again, that's toll-free, 1-888-379-2552. And I urge you to kind of pay attention to things here that I'm going to speak about. I'm going to start out with Colin Powell. We talked about him a little bit, yesterday. He was a four-star general in the U.S. Army. He was the first black man to be chairman of the Joint Chiefs of Staff. He was the first black man to be Secretary of State to the United States. Really, everybody loved him, regardless of what party. He was just really a great guy. And really, it's too bad he never ran for president, because I believe he would have won. But anyway, I went back and I was looking at pictures of him 25, 30 years ago, and he had snow-white hair. Well, you know my feelings about that. When you have white, gray, or silver hair, you have a deficiency in several nutrients. One in particular is one of the 5 cofactors in our selenium, and that deficiency will cause aneurysms in your brain, aneurysm in your aorta, and your coronary arteries, your heart. It'll cause a breakdown of elastic fibers in your skin and artery walls and veins and so forth. And there's another nutrient. When you have this deficiency, you get what's called hypertrophic cardiomyopathy heart disease. Dr. Milan and I did 1,700 autopsies published in 2 languages, Chinese and English, in Heilongjiang Province, Kishan University. It's called hypertrophic cardiomyopathy heart disease is the medical name for it. It's a sudden death, usually in young people, not always, but usually in young people who die of these heart attacks. And, of course, this is one of the complications that people see when they get vaccinations. That's why they're pulling vaccinations in Canada in teenagers, because of this rare sort of thing that happens. They'll get this hypertrophic cardiomyopathy heart attack. Most of them don't die, but they do get the heart attack. Now, in the United States, we've had 409 million vaccinations. I'm sure that's a lot of 2 vaccinations in some people and 2 vaccinations plus a booster in some people, but it's 409 million vaccinations as of this morning. And of those 409 million vaccinations, 7,168 have died following being vaccinated. Now, was it a direct cause of the vaccination, or was it hypertrophic cardiomyopathy heart disease? Because vaccinations cause inflammation, and the inflammation results in your immune system waking up and going to work to protect you. And so one of the features of a vaccination is inflammation. And so you have to expect that. So, I want everybody to take the 90 essential nutrients, a minimum. Okay, for kids who don't want to take a handful of pills, they can take the kids' toddy and the EFAs. They'll be getting those nutrients. For everybody else, if you're over, say, 8, 10, 12 years of age, you don't mind taking a handful of pills twice a day. Plus the liquids. Take the Healthy Brain and Heart Pack, one dose per 100 pounds of body weight. And if you only weigh like 60 pounds, you take a half a dose twice a day. There's, one of the Healthy Brain and Heart Packs for 100 pounds of body weight. And you'll protect your heart. You'll protect your arteries. You'll protect your veins. You'll protect all this sort of stuff, and significantly reduce the risk of having some kind of effect. Now, Colin Powell also had several other issues other than the white hair. He had Parkinson's disease, and he had multiple myeloma, which is labeled as a bone marrow cancer. And so he had several things that put him at high risk. Number one, he's 84 years old. Okay. Number 2, he had white hair. Number 3, he had Parkinson's disease. Number 4, he had the multiple myeloma. And who knows what else he had? Did he have arthritis? Did he have back problems? Did he have high blood pressure? Did he have diabetes? We don't know all that because nobody said. And, you know, somebody 84 years old, you have lots of stuff going on. Now, I'm 83, and I don't have lots of stuff going on. I don't have anything going on. You know, I just had an injury some years ago up in Canada when Char and I were putting on a meeting. We walked across this field, which we've been walking across for 12, 15 years. Some construction company had dug a hole and threw a bunch of rebar in there. There were no lights, and we were just walking across this field to a parking lot, and I found the hole. Okay, anybody else would have died because I was punctured, you know, by all this rebar and so forth. And so they wanted to amputate my feet and legs and stuff like that. I said, no, that's okay. So I still have my feet and legs. But the point that I'm getting at here is I don't have any issues. I don't have any high blood pressure. I don't have any diabetes. I don't have any Parkinson's disease. I don't have any dementia. A lot of people think I do. I don't have any dementia. I don't have any arthritis. I don't have any of that stuff, and I'm 83 years old. And that's because I've been taking the 90 essential nutrients for 75 years, and also gluten-free for 75 years. So if you do everything right, you can have a long, healthful life. Now, let's jump to China here real quick. And China, of course, they've given 2,232,088,000 vaccinations. Woof! And, of course, they claim for the last 6 months they've had the same number of infections and dead, 96,546 infections and 4,636 dead. And so I don't know if that's correct or if that's just Wuhan province or if they're just playing politics here. But I do know for a fact from the World Health Organization that the average lifespan of the Chinese is, let's see here, is 74. Our average lifespan now is 75. It's dropped 4 years. It was 79. Now it's 75. And the Chinese average lifespan is 74. The average Japanese lifespan is 84. The average lifespan of Australia is 83. So the Chinese are having a struggle because so many of their people now are switching from rice to wheat. Back after these messages.
You're listening to Dead Doctors Don't Lie on the ZBS Radio Network with your host, Dr. Joel Wallach.
If you're the type of person who likes to volunteer and help others, this should interest you. What better way to help people than to help them with improved health? Youngevity has been helping people promote optimal health, among others, for decades. Our approach to health is drastically different than medical doctors, who mostly only treat symptoms. As a veterinarian, Dr. Joel Wallach discovered that many common disease states are actually preventable and reversible. Our mission is to help people achieve overall health and wellness and to help educate others to achieve optimal wellness as well. And here's the best part. While helping people with their health and wellness, you'll also be able to build your very own home-based business. For more information, contact your local Youngevity associate. And don't forget to ask about the home-based business opportunity.
Aromatherapy oils have been prized by ancient cultures for thousands of years. Youngevity's ancient legacy, true aromatherapy, is no exception. Essential oils are the fragrant life essence from plants that are gently removed through the process of steam distillation. Youngevity's ancient legacy essential oils are of the purest concentrations from the most respected and ethical distillers worldwide. Many of Ancient Legacy's oils come directly from families in the East which have been distilling essential oils for over 100 years. For life's everyday aches and pains, such as sprained ankles, pulled muscles, and other bumps and bruises, try Ancient Legacy Trauma Oil, which contains essential oils traditionally known to help with pain, swelling, and inflammation. To learn more about aromatherapy and essential oils, contact your local Youngevity associate today. And don't forget to ask about business opportunities.
We're back with Dead Doctors Don't Lie on the ZBS Radio Network. Dr. Joel Wallach here for Youngevity, 95 Crusade. We do have lines open. Give us a call toll-free, 1-888-379-2552. Again, that's toll-free, 1-888-379-2552. Well, let's see here. I want to remind everybody that we do have a little bit of a problem here. We have 45 million as of this morning, 45,917,384 infections in the United States and 746,584 dead. Now, we have 332 million population. When you look at India, they have 1.3 billion. They have, between India and China, they're one-third of the world's population, okay? Well, India has 1.3 billion people. They have five times our population. And they only have 452,679 dead. We have 300,000 more dead than they do, almost 50% more of our population dead than they have. They have 34 million infections, so we're just short. By tomorrow, we'll be at 46 million infections, so we're like 12 million infections more than India has. It all has to do with diet. And, of course, same thing is true with Hong Kong. It's 7.5 million people, and Arizona was 7.5 million people. Hong Kong is a classic Asian country. It eats primarily rice and corn and seaweed and beans and squash, that sort of stuff, and fish. They do eat red meat, but they don't eat a lot of wheat, okay, and barley, rye, and oats. Even their beer is made from rice. They have 213 dead in Hong Kong. Same population, Arizona, 7.5 million. They have 20,500 dead, and the number of infected in Hong Kong is 12,300. The number infected in Arizona is 1.1 million infected. The difference is diet. Hong Kong is primarily a Asian country, lives primarily, again, on rice and maize and squash and beans and seaweed. And Arizona is almost 50% of their population as a combination of Latinos, blacks, and indigenous peoples, Native Americans. Who those three groups, not a genetic thing, but those three groups eat the same way. They eat primarily wheat, barley, rye, and oats. Okay? And so, and again, in Hong Kong, they eat primarily rice and beans and squash and so forth. If you want to have your immune system protect you, you've got to be staying away from wheat, barley, rye, and oats, take the 90 essential nutrients. Whether or not you get vaccinated or not, that's up to you. But whether you get vaccinated or you don't get vaccinated, in either case, you want to maximize your immune system. You stay away from wheat, butter, rye, and oats. You eat like an Asian, and you take your 90 essential nutrients. You'll be maximizing your immune system, whether you take your vaccination or not. Okay, Doug, what pearls of wisdom do you have for us?
Well, this is one of these ones where they get part of it right and part of it wrong. The headline reads, consuming whole grains can improve brain health and memory among the elderly. They say people over the age of 80 may play a vital role in maintaining healthy memory and brain function. This was a study published in the International Journal of Public Health, and it looked at 139,000 people and found that eating more or less certain foods at different stages of life is linked to memory loss. And they say, take note that grains are still incredibly beneficial for people younger than 80. And then the part that they got right was they say grains aren't only foods that can help your brain age gracefully. Leafy greens, cruciferous vegetables, orange vegetables like pumpkins, carrots, squashes, they contain folate, vitamin A, and iron. Beans, which are rich in nutrients like folate, iron, and magnesium. And then there's berries. They have a lot of antioxidants, fatty fish with the omega-3s, nuts, seeds with omega-3s, and spices like cinnamon, turmeric, and cumin can help break up plaque and inflammation in the brain. So there you go.
Yeah, and of course, again, we have the Ultimate Daily Classic tablets. I like to use those for people who have dementia because it could be vascular dementia. It could be plaque in the arteries in the brain. It could be a lack of cholesterol because they're taking statin drugs because doctors incorrectly think, stupidly think that cholesterol is the cause of plaque in the arteries. No. Cholesterol makes up 75% of your brain weight. And if you get on a statin drug and avoid eggs, you're going to get Alzheimer's disease. There's a dozen different dementias, including senile dementia, which most people are familiar with. He's getting old, so he can't remember his own name, blah, 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 blah. But eat right, take your supplements, and don't forget the Oxybody. You can take your oxygen. It's a liquid. It tastes good, and even little kids like it. Oxygen helps with memory, too. Back after these messages.
You're listening to Dead Doctors Don't Lie on the ZBS Radio Network with your host, Dr. Joel Wallach. If you'd like to talk to Dr. Wallach, call between noon and 1 Pacific at 831-685-1080. Toll free, 888-379-2552.
If you're looking for a quality multivitamin and mineral product, grab yourself Youngevity's Beyond Tangy Tangerine, a blend of plant-derived minerals combined with vitamins, amino acids, and other beneficial nutrients. This all-natural product contains no starch, wheat, or yeast, with no artificial sweeteners or preservatives, and it's glycemic friendly. Each scoop of the NutriCrystals contain equal amounts of all the nutrients. It starts out as a liquid, then is freeze-dried to ensure each scoop has the same nutrients as the last scoop. So if you want to get your hands on a quality nutritional supplement designed to give the body the raw materials it needs to rebuild, Youngevity's Beyond Tangy Tangerine is available in 1-pound canisters and also in 30-count on-the-go stick packs. Contact your local Youngevity associate and get this great multivitamin and mineral product. And don't forget to ask about the home-based business opportunity.
Hello, Judy DeVilbus here. If I could only afford to get one product out of everything, that product would be the Ultimate Classic. It has the vitamins, the minerals, the bioflavonoids. It even has grapeseed extract. The one product that would give you just about everything under the sun you would need for a perfect nutritional program would be the Ultimate Classic. By the way, people that are on the go, it's very, very hard to take the liquids with them when they go on their trip to get their supplements in every day. Well, you know something? You can use the Ultimate Daily tablets and the mineral capsules. When I'm going on a trip, if I have enough room, I just take the 2 bottles with me. If not, just use a little baggie and take a couple of daily doses with you. It's very simple. It's very easy. There's no mess, no fuss, no refrigeration. Just take your capsules, take your tablets, and you're finished for the day.
To order these products, call your local Youngevity distributor today. You've listened to physician and veterinarian Dr. Joel Wallach help many people on the Dead Doctors Don't Lie talk radio program. You've also heard hundreds of people tell how Dr. Wallach and Youngevity products have changed their lives. If you're now convinced that Dr. Wallach is onto something and you want to try Youngevity's premium quality products for yourself, we can connect you with a distributor that serves your local area. Simply call our special helpline voicemail at 313-444-3463. That's 313-444-3463. Call right now and leave your name, telephone number, or email address, and we'll see to it that the right person contacts you shortly. Remember, the phone number, 313-444-3463. That's 313-444-3463. Call now to change your life. That's 313-444-3463.
We're back with Dead Doctors Don't Lie on the ZBS Radio Network. Dr. Joel Wallach here for Youngevity, 90 for Life Crusade. We do have lines open. Give us a call toll-free, 1-888-379-2552. Charmaine, you there?
I'm here.
Okay. Anything going on in Michigan?
Well, I don't watch the news anymore. It's all fake, so I quit listening to it.
Okay. Well, you
know what? Walter Cronkite said the last day he was on the air when he retired, he said, "My colleagues do not report the news anymore. They make it up." That was the last thing he said when he signed off to retire.
Okay.
So
that's probably true. I think the news people are just like medical doctors. When they don't know something, they just...
Exactly. If their mouth is moving, they're lying.
Exactly. So that's why my book, Dead Doctors Don't Lie, and the CD and the audio cassette tape Dead Doctors Don't Lie was translated into 9 languages. All over the world, doctors are the same. Remember, I'm the guy that got rid of cystic fibrosis. I'm the guy that got rid of muscular dystrophy. Gave it to Jerry Lewis, and he took it to the Muscular Dystrophy Association. They fired him because he brought them the cure. They stopped the telethon. That's why I don't hear about them anymore. I get rid of sudden death syndrome. Wasn't caused by the mother's laying on the baby. All those things were incorrectly, what should I say, they had them diagnose the disease correctly, but in their minds they didn't know what the cause, and so they just made up something. Oh, it's genetic. Oh, the mothers are laying on the baby. Yeah. How do you get away with that? I don't understand it. Why nobody held their feet to the fire and said, well show us some data. What do you mean the mothers were laying on the baby? No, 90% of those babies that died of sudden death syndrome were in the crib by themselves when they died. They died of hypertrophic cardiomyopathy heart disease. That's why Dr. Milano and I went to China and did those 1,700 autopsies to prove it. And so we did. We were able, and I got the Klaus Schwarz Award as a result of that study. And so I was very proud of that. And so I just find it fascinating, Shar, that I didn't get one medical school asked me to come give a lecture on cystic fibrosis, muscular dystrophy, and sudden death syndrome. I didn't get one naturopathic school invite me to do that. I didn't get one nursing school invite me to do that. Didn't get one pharmacy school to give those lectures. They just, are hoping and waiting that I die before they do so they can discover it. That's the only thing I can think of.
Yeah.
It makes sense to me. And so, did you take all your supplements this morning?
Of course, I always do.
I know that. Well, that's why I wanted people to hear that. Yeah. I take
over 50 pills in the morning alone.
Okay.
And I take more during the day.
Okay. And do you take any of the liquids?
I'm drinking a Rebound right now. That's liquid.
Yeah. Okay. Well, there you go. The Rebound, and of course, Oxybody is good. And get people who say, I just can't swallow because they've got osteoporosis, skull squeezing, the 9th cranial nerve, the hypoglossal nerve being squeezed. They can't swallow. So you use the kid's toddy, which is liquid, and take little bits and pieces of the dose based on your body weight orally, and it goes down easy because there's no pills except for the EFAs. You got to take the EFAs with it because there's no EFAs in the kid's toddy. But for people who I just can't swallow all those pills, we'll go with the kid's toddy and the EFAs. If you don't want to swallow those soft gel capsules, puncture them and squirt the liquid into the kid's toddy and then swallow that. It's there's all kind. Don't forget the Oxybody. You need oxygen for the brain when you're older. And if you want to be good in school, oxygen, Oxybody. Back after these messages.
You're listening to Dead Doctors Don't Lie on the ZBS Radio Network with your host, Dr. Joel Wallach. If you'd like to talk to Dr. Wallach, call us between noon and 1 Pacific at 831-685-1080, 888-379-2552. You've listened to physician and veterinarian Dr. Joel Wallach help many people on the Dead Doctors Don't Lie talk radio program. You've also heard hundreds of people tell how Dr. Wallach and Youngevity products have changed their lives. If you're now convinced that Dr. Wallach is onto something and you want to try Youngevity's premium quality products for yourself, we can connect you with a distributor that serves your local area. Simply call our special helpline voicemail at 313-444-3463. That's 313-444-3463. Call right now and leave your name, telephone number, or email address, and we'll see to it that the right person contacts you shortly. Remember, the phone number, 313-444-3463. That's 313-444-3463. Call now to change your life. That's 313-444-3463.
Hi, this is Dr. Joel Wallach, your host of Dead Doctors Don't Lie. If you're interested in a colon cleanse, blood cleanse, liver cleanse, in the classical herbal way, you want to ask your Youngevity associate for Herbal Rainforest. Herbal Rainforest has 16 herbs, 16 cleansing herbs, classic cleansing herbs, and 77 plant minerals. That's right, and these are all organic. It doesn't get any better than that. In your busy day, and you're around all these toxins out there in your workplace, on the way home, going to work, in your food, in the air, in the water, you need Herbal Rainforest. I guarantee you, it will give you a cleanse. You can control the dose. It's a liquid. It tastes good. It doesn't get any better than this. A colon that's happy makes you happy. Nothing better than a happy colon. Herbal Rainforest. Clean it out.
For more information on this product or others you've heard about on the Dead Doctors Don't Lie radio program, call your local Youngevity associate today. And don't forget to ask about home-based business opportunities.
Greetings, everyone. Judy DeVilbus here. What do you think of when you hear the words tangy tangerine? Well, I think of like a sweet, tangy tasting something. Well, what I'm referring to is the Ultimate Tangy Tangerine. It's a fantastic product. It has everything you need, and a great benefit is it's very, very delicious. It's very easy to drink. I've suggested it even to youngsters. Even children like it. Even little guys. Even little girls. They come right into my office. Their parents can't get them to take those chewables. And besides that, they're not as good as Tangy Tangerine. And I give them a little taste of that, and you know something? They're pleased as punch. So, if it's good for a child and it tastes delicious, why not you? There's no excuse not to take a vitamin when it tastes as good as that does. So how about it? Tangy Tangerine should be the answer to all of your nutritional program problems.
For more information or to order, call your Youngevity distributor today. And don't forget to ask about Youngevity home-based business opportunities.
This is the ZBS Radio Network.
We're back with Dead Doctors Don't Lie on the ZBS Radio Network. Dr. Joel Wallach here for Youngevity, 95 Crusade. We do have lines open. Give us a call toll-free, 1-888-379-2552. And don't forget, everybody needs oxygen. You get depressed without oxygen. You can't think without oxygen. And your function goes way down without oxygen. And so don't forget the Oxybody. Add that to your 90. It's a liquid. It tastes good. Even kids like it. Oxybody. Great little supplement. But also you want to be putting 2 ounces of our liquid plant-derived colloidal minerals in a pint of water for every house plant that you water inside your house, okay? And they will be really working on breaking down carbon dioxide in the house down to oxygen, okay? And you'll have more oxygen in the house. I don't know why. Boy, I just feel you don't have to go outside to have a breath of fresh air because you got so much oxygen in the house. Okay, Doug, let's go to callers.
Let's head to Los Angeles, California. And Lorraine, you're on with Dr. Wallach.
Oh, Lorraine, you're on the air.
Yes,
How can we help
Dr.
you?
Wallace. Okay, I had open heart surgery, and they taken the sac off my heart because I had a lot of toxin that was through my whole body. And then also I have some issues with my colon, like my bowels.
Okay, now do you have irritable bowel syndrome, celiac disease, diverticulitis? What do you got?
I think it might be bowel syndrome. I never had been treated for anything or either, went to the doctor for it. But I know that I'd be gassy.
Okay. And then how old are you and what do you weigh?
I'll be 74 November the 19th next month.
Okay. And how much you weigh?
About 124. I haven't been to the doctor in about a couple of years. I feel pretty good.
Okay, good. So you did in the heart surgery, was it on a valve problem? They just took the pericardium, the sac off your heart? What did they do?
They couldn't find out what was going on, so when they did everything, they said it must have been a virus because they didn't have no diagnosis for it. But it was, they did a lung, where they tapped my lungs, and everything that they was taking out of my lungs and went into a beeper, and it was blacker than a shoe. And it almost filled up the whole beaker because they had to go to another beaker.
Okay. So do you have any skin problems, any eczema, dermatitis, psoriasis, or rosacea?
I used to have, acne. And I'm still, I'm dealing with facial hair.
Okay. All right. So, Charmaine, what would you do for Lorraine here? She's had some heart surgery. Doctors couldn't quite figure out what was going on with her heart. She's 74 years old, 124 pounds. She does have bowel issues, colon issues, and she had some lung issues. What's going on with her?
Well, she probably's got osteoporosis of the skull and probably a gluten problem too.
Yes, okay, and a heart problem. Okay,
yeah,
so what are you going to do for her? She weighs 124 pounds.
I'd get her on a Healthy Brain and Heart Pack, and I would add Ultimate Daily Classic to it, vitamin D3 for absorption, and I would also add MSM and Fucoid Z.
Okay, she got to give her all the bad foods.
And as far as her bowels and stuff, she could take the Rainforest at night to straighten out her bowel problem. That should work.
Yeah, if she's constipated, absolutely. Start out with a half ounce, get a quart of the herbal rainforest, and take a half ounce at breakfast, half ounce at dinner time. And that will give you a regular bowel movement. Also, it's got 13 cleansing herbs in there to get rid of any bad stuff. And so that's kind of the direction to go. So Shar gave you a good program there. Give us a call every couple of weeks. We'll walk you through this. We'll be back after these messages.
And that does open a line. If you'd like to talk to Dr. Wallach, call between noon and 1 Pacific at 831-685-1080. Toll free, 888-379-2552. Lines open. You've listened to physician and veterinarian Dr. Joel Wallach help many people on the Dead Doctors Don't Lie talk radio program. You've also heard hundreds of people tell how Dr. Wallach and Youngevity products have changed their lives. If you're now convinced that Dr. Wallach is onto something and you want to try Youngevity's premium quality products for yourself, we can connect you with a distributor that serves your local area. Simply call our special helpline voicemail at 313-444-3463. That's 313-444-3463. Call right now and leave your name, telephone number, or email address, and we'll see to it that the right person contacts you shortly. Remember, the phone number, 313-444-3463. That's 313-444-3463. Call now to change your life. That's 313-444-3463.
I am Judy DeVilbus. Here I am speaking to you again. I just wanted to tell you that recently I started drinking the Whey shakes again, the chocolate Whey shake. And you need to remember, the Whey shake isn't just for losing weight. It's a fantastic place to get your great protein. And if you're trying to gain weight, you can take it along with your meals. And the best part is, if you want to just have a great protein shake, do like I do. Put it over ice, stir it up, and you can sip on it for 20 minutes to an hour. I do it every single day. I absolutely love it. You need to get back to it too. It's really good for you. And it makes not fat, but it makes muscle after you work out. And you can also mix it up in a blender with an egg, and you have the most incredible health protein shake. Or mix it with a little water, stir it up, and you have a little pudding. And who doesn't like pudding?
For more information or to order, call your Youngevity distributor today. And don't forget to ask about Youngevity home-based business opportunities.
We're back with Dead Doctors Don't Lie on the ZBS Radio Network. Dr. Joel Wallach here for Youngevity, 95 Crusade. Remember, one of the biggest pre-existing conditions that puts you at high risk if you get the COVID of having a bad outcome is obesity. So 1 meal a day, this is a meal replacer, keto bar. You're going to have to buy 3 boxes. There's only 10 bars in a box. 1 bar a day to replace a meal. Okay, so for 1 meal a day, it doesn't have to be the same meal every day, but 1 meal a day, the bar and a glass of water. Okay, that's it. The other 2 meals you want to eat like an Asian: rice and sweet potatoes and beans and squash and seaweed and that kind of stuff, Fucoid Z and Ocean's Gold. And you'll begin to lose a half a pound to 2 pounds a day. Don't forget you're 90. Okay, Doug, let's go to callers.
Let's head to Arkansas. And David, you're on with Dr. Wallach.
Hello, David, you're on the air.
Dr. Wallach?
Yes, sir. David, you're on the air.
Yes, can you hear me?
I hear you.
this first time calling in, and a friend introduced me to you. My issue is that I have a blurry vision when I'm really hungry. And second issue I have is sciatic nerve damage. So should I just talk about one thing, or do I have enough time to both?
Okay, let's talk about both. How much you weigh and how old are you?
I'm 58 years old, Asian, and I'm losing weight. I weigh right now 122 pounds. My normal weight is about 130.
How tall are you?
5'7".
Okay. Do you have any other issues? Any high blood pressure, diabetes?
Well, I just had my blood work done.
Yes or no?
Answer to your questions, I don't know, because I haven't had any type of.
Okay. Well, then, if the doctor didn't tell you, you don't have them. Okay. So.
No, I just got a blood work done, so I was going to tell you the results of it. Those values.
All I need to know is stop. Did the doctor say he had diabetes? Yes or no?
I don't know yet because I'm supposed to do a follow-up next week.
Okay.
I got the blood work done, and I'm supposed to go back next week.
Okay, well then, let's stop talking about the blood work because you don't know anything yet. Okay, so
I was going to tell you the value, like MCD and MCH value. They're too high.
Okay, no. Okay, I don't want to know that. I want to know if you have any ringing in your ears. Do you have any ringing in your ears, any buzzing or whooshing noise in your ears?
My jaw is real sore on my left jaw near my ear. As far as ringing noise, no.
Okay. So left jaw near your ear, okay. So yeah, you could have Bell's palsy. Yeah, you could have Bell's palsy. Okay.
Okay.
Do you have any dizziness or balance problems?
Yeah, I do. I had a vertigo about a year and a half ago, first time in my life.
Okay.
And I just blurry vision. I feel faint, like I said before.
Okay, blurry vision, and you have vertigo, and you feel faint. Okay. All right. So Charmaine, what's going on here with David?
I would guess he's got osteoporosis of the skull.
Okay, and he's got sciatica. He's got low back issues.
Right, which all goes to the osteoporosis of the skull, right?
Well, it's osteoporosis everywhere.
Yeah.
Yeah,
but the vision and everything probably comes from the skull.
Yeah, squeezing the optic nerve and the optic artery and the optic vein. It's called ONA, optic nerve atrophy, and you have this gradual loss of vision. That's very typical of osteoporosis of the skull. Okay, so what would you do for him? He's 122 pounds and 58 years old.
Well, I would get him on a healthy brain and heart pack, and I would add the Octative to it, Ultimate Daily Classic, vitamin D3 for absorption, and I would also get him on the MSM and the Fucoid Z.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Yeah, in the MSM, I'd go a little heavy because he's got the sciatic issues and the disc and vertebrae in his lower back and all that kind of stuff. So I'd go with 2 bottles of the MSM, so you can take 3 with each meal. And then give us a call every 2 weeks. Certainly give us a call after you get the results of your blood work and the doctor's physical examination. We'd love to hear, the results of all those tests after you get the results. Okay, Doug, let's go to callers.
Let's head to New Jersey. And Alex, you're on with Dr. Wallach.
Hello, Alex, you're on the air. How can we help you? Yeah.
Hey, so I've got a 12-year-old dog, and he's had malabsorption for most of his life, an enlarged heart, and at one point a heart murmur. He's taking pancreatic enzymes, and he's got growths underneath the skin as well as over the skin. I cook for him natural food, and he licks his paws, and I put him on Arthrodex, but now he throws up from it. So he's just now only on the pancreatic enzymes.
Okay, how much does the dog weigh?
He's probably about 40 pounds.
Okay.
45 pounds.
Now, when you say you cook his food, is he gluten-free?
Yes.
Okay. All right. So what would you do for this dog, Charmaine? Weighs 40 pounds. He's got a heart issue. He gets diarrhea when he takes Arthrodex. So what would you do for him for a supplement program?
Well, I would put some minerals in his food, and I would also put some EFAs in his food, and some selenium. Probably, let me think here. I would probably give him maybe two selenium twice a day. Right.
Okay, so we're going to eat 2 meals a day, or have to plug them down his throat, or divide his meals up into, instead of 1, 2 half meals. Don't forget the EFAs.
Yep. Well, probably 4
clots.
EFAs a day, two in the morning and 2 in the afternoon, or whatever.
Okay.
And then the minerals. You can put the plain minerals in his food or in the water.
Yeah. Try the liquid minerals. I'd put them in the water. Start out, with maybe just a half ounce in his bowl of drinking water, and of the plant minerals. And he's going to look up at you and just go, yum, yum, yum. Have a try at that. And make sure that you're not giving him any table scraps or anything that you're cooking for him that has any gluten in it. No wheat, no barley, rye, no oats. He can have rice. He can have potatoes. He can have beans, but he cannot have wheat, barley, rye, or oats, because all vertebrates, including dogs, get celiac disease and irritable bowel syndrome and Crohn's disease and diverticulitis, and it prevents absorption of nutrition. And on the Arthrodex, it's supposed to be 1 scoop for 20 pounds of body weight, so he should be able to take 2 scoops a day. But if he's throwing up, what I would do is start him out with just maybe a quarter of a teaspoon of the Arthrodex, just a quarter of a teaspoon, like a half a thimbleful, okay? Very tiny amount of the Arthrodex. And let's see if that works. If you can get him to take, 2 small doses a day, a quarter of a teaspoon twice a day to start out with, or a quarter of a teaspoon once a day to start out with, and gradually work up to it. And let's see if we can't do that also. But Arthrodex is, the perfect thing. And I actually like commercial dog foods because they do put vitamins and minerals in them. And there's 2 kinds. There's the meaty kind with it's moist in a can, and then there's the dry dog food. And so you might try, if you're going to eat 2 meals a day, try one of those meals, either the canned dog food or the dry dog food, and put the morning supplement group in his morning food, and of course you can continue to give him what you're giving him in the afternoon, but just make sure there's no cross-contamination, no gluten. You shouldn't be having gluten yourself either, okay? And pets, are part of the family. We deal with them. Of course, being a veterinarian, I pay attention to what goes on with the pets. That's why we have a whole division for the pets. But they can also take anything that human beings can take, because they're a mammal and a vertebrate. And we'll be back after these messages.
You're listening to Dead Doctors Don't Lie on the ZBS Radio Network with your host, Dr. Joel Wallach. If you'd like to talk to Dr. Wallach, call between noon and 1 Pacific at 831-685-1080, toll free 888-379-2552. Many believe that all life began in the Earth's oceans. We do know that the oceans and seas are still abundant with life and life-sustaining nutrients. Many cultures have long believed in the life-giving properties of plants and sea life harvested from the oceans. Youngevity's Ocean's Gold is a proprietary blend of seaweeds, algae, mosses, kelp, sea cucumbers, and sea minerals, as well as coenzyme Q10, calcium, and iron, all designed to help support healthy thyroid function, regular heartbeat, normal weight, mood stabilization, and hormone levels. Take advantage of life-sustaining nutrients from the Earth's oceans with Youngevity's Ocean's Gold. If you'd like to learn more about nutritional supplementation, call your local Youngevity associate, and don't forget to ask about home-based business opportunities.
If your doctor is telling you that you can get all the nutrients you need to stay healthy, well, that's just wrong. Dr. Joel Wallach has identified 90 essential nutrients that the human body needs to thrive. Crops only need 3 nutrients to thrive, so where does your doctor think the other 87 nutrients come from? They don't. So if you're not supplementing, you're starving your body. Youngevity's Beyond Tangy Tangerine will get you a long way down the road to getting those 90 essential nutrients. Beyond Tangy Tangerine contains plant-derived minerals combined with vitamins, amino acids, and other beneficial nutrients. Beyond Tangy Tangerine is a balanced and complete daily supplement. So if you want to give your body the nutrients it needs, order Beyond Tangy Tangerine today. Contact your local Youngevity associate to order this product, and don't forget to ask about home-based business opportunities.
You've listened to physician and veterinarian Dr. Joel Wallach help many people on the Dead Doctors Don't Lie talk radio program. You've also heard hundreds of people tell how Dr. Wallach and Youngevity products have changed their lives. If you're now convinced that Dr. Wallach is onto something and you want to try Youngevity's premium quality products for yourself, we can connect you with a distributor that serves your local area. Simply call our special helpline voicemail at 313-444-3463. That's 313-444-3463. Call right now and leave your name, telephone number, or email address, and we'll see to it that the right person contacts you shortly. Remember, the phone number, 313-444-3463. That's 313-444-3463. Call now to change your life. That's 313-444-3463.
We're back with Dead Doctors Don't Lie on the ZBS Radio Network. Dr. Joel Wallach here for Youngevity, 9 Flight Crusade. And Doug, let's go to callers or emails.
Let's head to Minnesota. And John, you're on with Dr. Wallach.
Hello, John. You're on the air. How can we help you, sir?
Hi, Dr. Wallach. I want to comment how great my garden was and how tasty the stuff was out of the garden using your mineral supplement. And then I wanted to ask, too, I eat the soft poached eggs and sweet potatoes. My dog likes the cup of my soft eggs and a couple of butter in it. Is that okay for the dog?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Anything that's good for you is good for the dog.
Great. Okay, I thank you.
Okay. Well, thank you so much, John, for that. And, just give us a call every once in a while. Let us know how dog is doing. Let us know how you're doing. That's, anything. And, of course, a lot of the nutritional information we learned for human beings was done in animals, whether it was rabbits and rats and dogs and monkeys and stuff like that, because all vertebrates require the 90 essential nutrients. And just obviously an elephant requires a lot more than a human being. And a human being requires a lot more than a mouse and so forth, but the nutrients are all the same. And so, again, I urge everybody to think about joining us. We have all kinds of new tools, CDs and books and things like that. We have a lot of new products, and we're just growing like crazy. So, contact us at www.drjwallach.com, www.drjwallach.com, and join us. You get tax deductions. You get the wholesale prices. I pay the shipping if you get on auto ship. I mean, there's so many good things to be involved with Youngevity. And so I hope you seriously consider that. Shar, how long have you been with us?
Well, in the spring it'll be 31 years.
Yeah, 31 years, and you've had tax benefits, and see here, you live on a large estate. How big is your estate that you live on?
20 acres.
20 acres. Mm-hmm. Okay, that's pretty good. And you have 2 houses on there, yeah,
and a barn.
And a barn, and
with
so
an apartment in it.
Yeah, and so your whole family is involved. Your son and your sisters and so forth. So, we're very, very proud of you. You set a great example, and people come really from all over America and the world actually to visit you and talk with you and get your advice and call you and stuff because they hear you on Dead Doctors Don't Lie. And so they call the company and get your toll-free number and they call you because they want to talk directly to you because they know you know this stuff. You've really, probably over the years, helped millions of people. So I'm very, very proud of you and your association with us. You're definitely, one of the good Lord's angels, and you're definitely a star for Youngevity, and you're a star for America. That's a pretty good, what should I say? That's a pretty good history that you're doing so much good for so many people, not only, in your own state, not only in America, but also in the world. And I know you have a big, big contingent in Canada because Michigan is so close to Canada. You have some of your star associates, Judy and so forth, that help you. And let's see here, Angie and Helen, all those people up there in Canada. It's a family. It's been growing all these years, and so I cannot thank you enough for all the good things that you do, for all the people that you have helped over the years. It's just the beginning. We have a lot more to do with all this COVID thing. The COVID thing will be over pretty soon, but as I predicted about 5 years ago that there was going to be a pandemic, I predicted this. Guess what? There's going to be another one within a year or two after the COVID is over with, because the medical system hasn't figured it out yet, and they don't prepare people. If everybody's prepared like you and me, there won't be a pandemic. But if you just keep doing the same thing over and over and over, you get the same result. And, of course, it's going to be a bad outcome again. And so I urge people to change their diets, to get rid of all the bad foods, to supplement with the 90 essential nutrients. And, we eat very well. We eat nice food. I have a glass of wine with dinner every night, have a third of a pint of gluten-free ice cream as dessert every night. Doesn't get any better than that. Well, thanks again, Charmaine. Thank you and your team. Thank you so much, Doug. Superlative job as usual. God bless each and every one of you. God bless our troops. God bless our Navy SEALs. God bless the American flag. God bless our national anthem. And God bless America.
When those aches and pains in your knees, elbows, hands, shoulders, and back crop up, reach for Youngevity's CM Cream. Put CM Cream on a Q-tip and put it in your ear canal for relief from headaches and sinus pressure. A topical temporary relief from minor aches and pains of muscles and joints associated with strains, sprains, and simple backaches. Why take aspirin or non-steroidal anti-inflammatory drugs that can cause stomach bleeding and liver damage? Just apply CM Cream liberally to the affected areas, and within 20 minutes or so, you'll have relief from those nagging minor aches and pains. You'll feel better for up to 4 to 5 hours. So the next time you have achy joints or muscles, do what I do. Reach for CM Cream for relief. And for systemic relief, reach for CM Plus capsules. If you'd like to learn more about nutritional supplementation, call your local Youngevity associate, and don't forget to ask about home-based business opportunities.